Hi guys, today at BlockTalks we have a true global citizen who is into this blockchain space from last around 10 to 11 years, and he has been an integral part of multiple Web3 events as a speaker, as a moderator, and he shares his vision and thoughts regularly on different platforms. So let's try to meet Sergey and let's deep dive into his world.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me today. Um, you know, I can present myself like a MC. And this acronym and abbreviation is my real status because I'm mastering ceremonies at the events, managing connections with my vast network. I'm mastermind for communities, super mastering communications, and I'm very social and like to deal with humans. And this takes me to the stage as public speaker, as professional moderator, as tech evangelist. And even here, I believe we get very meaningful connections with our audience, with yourself, Ankush, and we are creating something special for the human beings. Because all my main efforts is, of course, about the making money, about to be present or running some interesting projects or creating the future tech for the humanity itself based on our needs. But the main goal is to get the meaningful connections and the right people who are able to solve real problems in a real world. Of course, our world expanded a little bit. Even now, we are present somewhere in a digital space, but everything is done thanks for the technologies, thanks for the tech, thanks for the future tech as well. And right now, we are living in a super times where so many things get changed. Thanks for AI technologies, thanks for the blockchain space, thanks for the new approach to the medicine, thanks for the new approach even to ourselves. We finally understood ourselves much more better. We are taking more interest to the spiritual, to our personal soul, to our calm, to our presence. Here, too much things going to be changed. And for ourselves, I feel if you would compare with the previous generation, we're living at amazing times. And here, me as a tech evangelist, I want to show this future life to the people because there are so many problems, of course, but sometimes, not sometimes, in many times, these solutions are nearby, and you need to know the right people to whom ask who has already this experience will realize that we are unique, but it's not. There is too many answers on the so many questions around the globe. Of course, one of the interesting solutions is to have always some AI in your to you and ask the question and all day long talk with that so-called interesting species. But the fantastic goodness here, it's social communication, it's people, it's tech, it's too much presence of interesting areas. And exactly today, I would love to talk about them with you, Ankush.
Definitely, definitely. Before we deep dive into the current like space where you are networking with people into blockchain space, would love to know more about how this journey started, like from Armenia, like how you started as a IT manager, then you started your ISP business, and from that part uh, till now, how that started.
You know what? I never thought when I born in Armenia, never thought that I will become real digital nomad. I will tell you why right now. I'm telling that is real digital nomad because I born in Armenia. I have Ukrainian roots. I used to live there also a long time. I have Russian roots. I used to live in Moscow over 12 years. I've been in US for 1.5 years in New York City. I love Manhattan. After that time, I faced COVID. I've been in a digital space about 2 years running my TV show. That's really helps me just to survive on this COVID situation. After that, I went to the Dubai, used to live there for 4 years. Right now, I'm in Bangkok. I have I'm the Dominican citizen, It means here I'm just literally interconnected. Of course, I've been around the globe. I cannot say that everywhere, but at least in the 50 countries. And for me, whenever or wherever I'm going, I'm trying to realize the culture, the people thinking, what they are focused, what they need, what they're really interested, well, what their real interest. Because you know what? Yes, technologies here, they are for help us to live happier life, but the main beneficiary of this process is us. It means we are the ones who really taking emotionally good, bad, or ignorant out of everything what's happening around the globe. And my career really starts from the tech. I became when I've been 12. I just it's been interesting world for me. I became software engineer. I started to learn programmable languages. Even first money I made out of that. Then after some period of time, I realized, oh, there is an internet here comes up. At that date, it's been simple communication, let's say dial-up, just very hardly connected by LAN cables. I become internet service provider officially in Armenia. Even started from that period of time. I started to connecting people. At that days, even Nokia being present, we get super excited. First, my phone has been on Nokia, but I will tell you one thing: we cannot really, we don't have that kind of imagination to predict the future. Right now the future changed so fast, so dramatically, and so unpredictable. We need to keep in ourselves, in our mind, only one thing: we need to be open for the changes. We need to understand that right now this environment is good enough, and we will not end up on hunger or out of shelter. Here really the humanity right now lives in much more better environment and circumstances, like even 20, 30 years before. The things get changed dramatically. That's why this kind of the scarcity that, oh shit, it may be something will happen tomorrow, and let's say AI will take our job, or the things getting changes too fast, I'm not able to get into the education. Only one thing matters here: really, other people needs you. Other people needs your present, at least in a social environment. Other people needs your it needs your presence as a human beings around, because we are social beings. We are not robots. We are not let's say only animals. We are somewhere in a between with more intelligence. And here I see, however we're living, our intelligence goes up and goes much more up. It means too much information comes. And I would like to tell the people that our maybe last experience, or our grandfathers or fathers or mothers experience, is not exactly the same which we have right now. Because thanks for technologies, right now we're able to travel whenever we want, and it costs not millions. Really, it costs hundreds of the dollars. Whenever you want, you can appear next day. And I believe our just very near future, it's the planet Earth without so-called human boundaries. Let's say this is my nation, this is my country. Yes, okay, keep it with you, but don't spread it to me. That's why this digital nomad movement, and the people who understand the work, the education, the tech, the environment around literally change. They need to understand how it works and keep going, because first, it's more interesting, it's more so-called predictable, but it's more also you need to keep in mind that, as before, it's not only the schools, universities, and then you need to end up with a job. No, you need to learn all life long, and within this period of time, there are so many kind of jobs will appear in your life cycle, and you will literally enjoy your personal life, how you are going to this journey. Exactly, this is very good point to feel yourself happy. And whatever will happen on the planet, you'll take in it as appreciation. Oh, so good, let's go, let's check it out. Do not stop yourself. oh man, I just learned this. Just I know 5, 10 years, I able to make some money or some career or something like that. The things get changing. No, it's good. It means maybe on this level you don't understand what's expected on the second one, but the statistics what shows to the human beings. Let's say we're living thousands of the years, right? Each and every generation lives at least better than the previous one. And we need to focus on that. Statistics take us in a good direction. And I'm super happy that we live in these fantastic times.
That's like very in-depth insights about the thought process is totally unique. Just like you mentioned about like you have been digital nomad, or you can call it a global citizen of different
Yeah.
countries, different cities. So, being a digital nomad, how it influenced you to like keep the motivation high? Because every time you have been to different like places like New York, Bangkok, Dubai, Russia. Okay, so the community is different, the people are different, and sometimes it's you find really good people, and sometimes it not goes as per plan. So how you keep yourself motivated? Okay, I am here. Okay, right now it's not going as per my plan, like because you are changing everything around you. So how you keep that like how you keep yourself motivated? Okay, so this city will be good next day, or like how you keep up the pace?
I will tell you, it's not about motivation. It's about be ready for the new presence of, let's say, the world. You're really entering another world, another kind of people, even the language, even the environment around. But there are too many things right now in common. First, there is a not so big language barrier right now. We understood even right so many nationalities, but there are some common languages in between, like English. It's not my first language. This is my third, fourth language. I'm speaking 5 languages, but there are too many bilingual or multilingual people around the globe. I'm sure there are around 3 billion. It's not small numbers. It means there are too many people who lives on the planet who speaks at least 2, 3 languages. It's super good. It means you're able to communicate, because communication here is the main issue. If you really don't understand each other, it's very hard. But where to decrease the scarcity of the communication? Let's say you are coming in a place where no one, okay, people speaks but don't speak good. Man, we have these amazing devices, right? And we have a, because I remember the times when I started to learn English, and my approach or to find the person who knows both languages. Let's say I'm speaking Armenian, he able to translate it from Armenian to English and share the, or I need to look at the vocabularies. Who's right now use the vocabularies? So easy this became, even you don't need human beings. If you want to learn any language, my advice number one and only that: open any AI, let's say, I don't know, ChatGPT if you like it, open it, and there is a way of the talk. I'm sure you know about that languages, couple of the words. When you will start talk, and they will talk back to you after this very short period of time, I'm sure after 1 month you will speak that language very easily. It means, thanks for the tech, that even this gap become much more easier. Then about environment around. Everyone understands the transportation system. It's or cars, or it's trains, or it's taxis, or it's normal building, and there is a street names, right? Here is also the way how to be present on that solution. But the third main thing which you need to do the right connections with the people. Here is a little bit challenging, because no one knows you, no one understands what you're able to do or what people need. Yes, it's a little bit challenge, not a little bit, this is big challenge enough. But you know what? After third or fourth countries, when you are changing, you became so confident in yourself. It means no matter when are you going to be, no matter what kind of people, you will figure out the way of the communication. it's just open big doors to yourself, and you become so happy for yourself personally. It means right now you will enjoy the nature, you will enjoy the city, you will enjoy the culture, you will enjoy the people, you come into them with the open minded and open eyes because you understand environment. But when you are not speak, you don't understand the language, you don't understand the culture, you don't understand the transport, and you don't able to use the simple things like a phone or computer, too much information, they are able to check, understand how to deal with all this, man, of course you are in trap. And you need long period of time. I will tell you one thing. Right now, the average assimilation or average time for any tourists or any person who came first time in some place, average is about 2 3 months. It's enough to understand the environment around and keep yourself okay, comfortable, not so good but comfortable enough. And you know what I'm suggesting, and I'm just we need to treat this amazing planet Earth, as our home. Because you know what? Uh, each and every period of time when you used to live, you need changes. It means I used to live in Moscow, but after years I don't like cold. I live in Dubai. After years I don't like hot. After some period of time, I want to be rainy. Then I want to be ocean. I want to be in the desert. It means always you need changes. And when you understand this big planet is available for you, you are keeping yourself so happy. It means nothing stops you to go whenever you want and enjoy that environment, that place. You want to be next to the nature, here it is. You want to next to the water, here. You want to be in the forest. Well, it means so many possibilities. Here, literally, what takes people for so-called freedom. We don't need freedom. Let's say, okay, take us whenever you want, don't come to. No, of course, we are social beings. We want to communicate with them, but we want the freedom of choice. We want the freedom of move. We want the freedom of express. That's all. That's all the freedom of human beings need. And I believe here is the key to the happiness, because I saw so many people like me. They looks 10, 15 years younger. And I'm saying, guys, let's say, how it's happened. Because if we listen to our parents, they say, guys, at let's say 40, 50, you will look like really bad. You will not look like so fresh. And right now we are 40 and 50, but we looks like really young, like 25, 30, 35, but not 40 or 50 million%. And what's goodness here, when you are living happy life, when you are ready for the challenges, when you understand how the things around you works, of course you live curious, interesting, and the good life, and people feel that, and they're giving you that energy back. This is where we need to use tech for ourselves, for our goodness, for our happiness, not for think that, oh, it will take our job. Yes, of course it will take your job, because before you do it, not professional way. We right now we are finally understood our boundaries or our possibilities. Human beings, we are not, we cannot do everything good and perfect, and we figure out how to do it. Use it. Do not scare of it. Use it for yourself. Because the thing is, we need to understand, let's say, one major stuff. Even the, I know, rulers, government, super businessmen, super happy and successful people, they are not alone. They want others to speak with, to join with, and no matter on which position you are, this is your chance to be part of that interesting story. And of course, this is our maybe lifetime goal. You need to figure out two things: how to find yourself in that environment, understand the environment, and live happy life. It means mentally in your mind, do not, okay, focus on a positive things. Yes, it's not easy, but when you have success after success after success, you will become starting positively. And here, let's say young generation, specifically here in Bangkok, I see that people here really eager to learn. It takes me so happy. They're really coming to the events and listening to the speakers, not going to the networking, not going to eat, not going to take some merges. No, they're coming and literally listening, spending your time. It means they need some education, some good advice, and understanding the life. Because, and that is true, their parents don't know the truth. The parents don't know the real situation around the world. And when people come in, like me, I'm happy to mentor this kind of people, and they are. I feel in their eyes they become much more confident, and it's another level of the happiness. That's super true. It means I feel that my mission as a person who lived, interesting life, able to then continue to the young people, because this is the people who will live after us.
Yeah, so basically you have found like a a way to use technology to be a global citizen, like how you use different
Yes.
sort of apps and devices. Yeah, because mostly things are same in every city, but you should be that you should have that awareness around like how, okay, in this city this is the cab app or this is the food delivery app, but there will be some food delivery app, but just the thing is that the name will be changed or something will be changed. So yeah, it's pretty simple, but like very few people are there who are able to crack this digital nomad lifestyle and stay happy as you mentioned. So and yeah, definitely this will definitely help the digital nomads which are there are either in Web 2 or Web 3. Okay, how you can set up the mindset in the right way to live this, to enjoy the real digital nomad lifestyle. So that is very insightful. Now, my next question will be like, what was that aha moment or the realization when you thought, okay, I have like I am here for Web3 niche. Like, okay, there are multiple things in world. I have done multiple things as IT manager or different roles under like Russia or different countries. But okay, Web3 is the field where I want to like give my contribution like more and more. So, what was that aha moment for you?
I will tell you, on 2011, it's been over just 14, 15 years ago, I saw one interesting documentary, and I'm advising the people to look at this, even the old one, but it speaks, it's very good. This is the Zygust movement by Peter Joseph.
Okay.
It's opened the eyes how big lies we used to face in our life. It's just one of the biggest lies we see. It's about the money, it's about the religion, it's about the, let's say, marketing. It's about, oh shit. Once I saw that video, I I've been in some kind of depression, and I've been 33 or 32 at that days. I said, why I didn't realize it before? Why I already lived, long time, and after that I realized. And Web3 here, it's some key. I'm not talking about the solution, but it's, takes that curiosity inside of yourself and asking just a very simple question: from where money comes from, why we are learning some bullshit like economics, why we don't understand the nature of the money. We need to understand that that money also get printed. Who's printing, for what reason, based on what was the credibility, where. And once you will see that all the picture around, I'll tell you one thing: we right now, it's huge, and anxiety and lack of the trust even to the governments, to the institution, at whole the planet, not only here, at everywhere, in US, in India, in Russia, literally everywhere. Unfortunately, the old system is not stable enough, because thanks for the technologies again, thanks for the internet, thanks for the talking with each other, thanks for the communication, we figure out how the things works. But we need solutions here. We need to understand how to live, okay, how to overcome out of this, how to don't become depressed We still don't have the real answers. But what I see, uh, once we will dig a little bit deeper, understand the real things, it gives us clear picture how to act next. Because Web3 itself, I'm sure you know about it, and even our audience understand, this is the things which able to go on in decentralized manner, when there is no control, when there is no presence, when there is no one point of the failure. This is the way how to be accessible to everyone and unresistible. But main thing, of course, it's focused on the fintech industry first, because finances is right now the one of the main goals in our life. Think about think about the common stuff which really existed. We are playing this money game, and whatever and wherever we do, everything we need to do for money. It's crazy. It means you are living for money, you are working for money, you need money, 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 all day long money. It's our God right now, really. We're not believing in ourselves too much, that we're believing in money. And real, I can tell you, I can say the most happiest people, or this is the millionaires, because they achieved something and finally they decreased the anxiety of the next day. It means they don't care about to pay about accommodation, they don't care about to pay for some food, they don't care about too many stuff, and finally they're focused on something else. And that something else, the bigger picture, drives them to live another life. And here, I would like to mention one thing. I'm sure there is so many comments will come. Oh, I saw so many millionaires that don't happy. Man, I would like to have their problems. Really. Because if your problem is to pay for your bill, their problem is to how to make a business, how to create, how to change environment around you. I don't want to think about how to eat next day, or how to pay for my bill for accommodation, or how to find another cup of the water. That is shit. It has to be gone finally. And there is too much availability. This kind of problems we need to focus now. And I'm sure so much resources presence right now, thanks for the previous generation, already done. We need to use them. We don't need to stop ourselves and say, oh, we need money. No, man. Sometimes you don't need money. If you want to drink water and you realize that water is available only in shop, maybe you are wrong. That old water also available on your tap, someone giving me for free, someone, there is water coming by the nature. And the main thing, do not let others stop yourself to the resources, because you know what, it's very bad. It means when someone else have some abundance and stop and know it's only been sold for money, it's very bad behavior. It's crazy bad. It means if you're able to give someone water, I don't know, some resources for free, do it. You have it, and it doesn't cost too much. But for the human beings, it's cost extremely much, because of the life for them. And here I see that the next understanding of the world really changed. Again, thanks for the technologies. Really, I want finally AI takes all the job of the human beings. One day, just say, now I don't need anyone. Here, we will go out from abuse. We're going out of the using each other, of the, take advantage of each other, cheat each other, abuse each other. Okay, right now there is too many robots. Use it. You want something? Go take. This is yours. Use your robots. However, what we will do? Finally, we will become thinking about something normal, which really needed for us, not needed to abuse others to live normal life. Because unfortunately, this social environment is present within last thousands of the years, but we don't have abundance yet. We don't have enough resources yet. Right now, this is good moment of the time. I'm not saying it's available everywhere, but there are in some places you able to live literally normal and decent for the human being lives. And here is my main focus. We need to focus on that, and we need to understand how we able to leverage or how we able to take advantage of the tech for ourselves. I will tell you one interesting thing. People thinking that there is only one solution for the problem, but each and every problem has more solutions than you can even imagine for yourself. Oh, it's open your mind, man. It means you need to focus and figure out. If you don't know the answers, ask. If you don't know the how to do, try, test. This drives you live, because all our life is literally curiosity. It doesn't have so much, big meaning. Let's say we're going to change the world. And no, you given this body, this mindset, this brain, everything what you have to live happy life. This is your main goal within all the life you have. Figure out how to do it. That's all. That's everything what you need to know. And tech here literally able to help, able to literally leverage you and leave. Let's say take from the environment too much. We are interesting consumers. We like it. We really enjoy it. I don't know, other species don't want too much. They want food. They want some place to eat. That's it. This is for their happiness. Like, we want something more, but we created something more already. Look how we literally changed the planet Earth. That is really changed. I'm not talking a lot, but we changed too much. That's why we're taking care about, let's say, pollution, problems, nations, da, 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 da. But we need here, if we don't have exact answers based on the tech, ask people. And the good communication, meaningful connections, conversation without information spreadiness will drive us to the much happier life. I'm sure we will not going to kill each other for any shit. Finally,
Def-
finally, over thousands of the years.
Definitely, that will not happen. And like uh, with this mindset, like it will be like I will be glad to know like the importance of like you attend multiple Web3 events as a moderator, as a speaker,
Yeah,
as an
yeah.
attendee. So with this mindset, how you think like Web3 events are so important, crucial, like they're like irreplaceable for this niche because everything in Web3 is more remote. It's a digital first world, like everyone wants to be digital presence. But when it comes to these sort of events, like because you are in Bangkok, the main motto for that is like the networking, the ecosystem is growing there, so people are meeting new people. So what's the importance of meeting people in person? It could be in events, it could be like in different conference or anything. So, how you think this is really important, and how you will tell the other people who are joining this Web3 ecosystem, you must go to these sort of conferences and events.
You know, things get changed around 10 years ago, because I'm 47 and I live long period of time. On 2000s, there are don't be too much interesting events, gatherings, and conferences. It been only the concerts, some entertainment, circus. People don't you're coming and you're just like a customer. It's one way only. Someone speaking, you're listening, and you are going. You are not interacting, you are not talking, you are not going to this network. This kind of new way of communication with each other, these conferences comes just 10 years ago. Right now, last 5 years, they're evolving too much. They're present each and every place on the planet, and it gives you ability to meet like-minded people, to find right persons on this field, to ask the question, to find the answers, and be part of some interesting story. It means if you will join for some, let's say, tech, You are going to understand how electric vehicles works, how automobile industry evolves, where is interesting trends right now, how it looks like. It's no need just to go for the job like that and take another 2 3 years to learn about it. Man, you are going to the conference related to the cars and you'll meet the right people and you will follow the right topics. It's much more easy. Why am I giving the importance to the Web3 industry? Because Web3 industry itself, it's first of all, it's talk about decentralization and the way of the communication, no matter who you are. It's the right way of the figuring out the consensus in between of the people. This kind of question B doesn't mean before everyone wants monarchy, power, control, only after that. And right now, thanks for the tech, these things able to be changed and people start to be asking themselves these interesting questions. This is why in a Web3 space you're able to meet these kind of people, the people who open-minded and looking on the world on other eyes. That's why fintech industry, money industry, too much interesting projects even try to figure out the combination how it works. I will tell you one thing. I came to the Web3 space, okay, to the crypto space or blockchain space, thanks for the Microsoft. These giants realize that there is another way of the application, decentralized application named smart contracts. It means if these giants see another narrative in all the industry, it shapes a lot. And what we see right now is another genius act being signed by Donald Trump just a few days ago, and it will change the future of the digital money. Really? Because before it's been by banks, but who's satisfied? I will tell you, humanity itself not satisfied. Yes, bankers they are, but it's very teeny amount of people, and the things getting changed. Right now, yes, it's become institutional games, but at least there is a way of letting big companies or big holders of some resources able to print their own money named stablecoin. Things get changed. Of course, it has another trick in between. If someone interested, I will able to share. I don't want to make it to the public, but it's not always super clear. But at least we are moving in an interesting way, in a good way, in a positive way. The things getting changed. And another stuff which I would like to mention here, in terms of the events itself, for the young generation, it's very good entry point. Even my kids, all of them right now going to learn. When I been kid, I have no chance to realize from where get information about computers, about software, only few presents. Right now, no matter what are you doing, you are doing art, you are doing crazy, I don't know, space shifting, you are doing blockchain, you are doing AI, you are doing sunflowers, or you are focused on the longevity. No matter what, you're
You
able
can
to
connect
figure
it.
out the right people and get connected. That's why here that meaningful connections really means much more than money. Even if you will have money, yes, you're able to figure out, but it takes you for the same journey. Right now, it's available for free. Why don't you? Thanks for that communications. We're able to figure out how the real tech industries work, and they're taking much more faster. Look at the AI. Within just 1 2 years, they took, I believe, whole the planet involved in this movement. If evil people don't use it, but they used to hear too much, it's impossible. It's like this phone, everyone has, because everyone understood this is super way, this is your gateway to the communication. And you can say, yes, I'm addicted, I'm not, no matter, this is gateway to the communication. And better to lose your money rather than to use your phone, because here you are getting information for the environment around you. If you lose that information, let's say you're taking yourself like 50 years ago, oh man, I don't understand what's going on. Here is the main and interesting stuff which takes us as a human being much more in another level, of the presence, much more intelligent, you can say. It means no need to know everything about this environment. You can ask the question, you can get the answers, and that information is checkable.
That's like a really good example why one should attend Web3 events, because you get to make real connections and all. But multiple when someone visits any Web3 event, they look for uh, more sort of transactional approach, like okay, what we can get from him or her. So how you will like suggest people to use the power of events for their network so that they can convert their network into real net worth. Like don't like just look for the transactional efforts, just how they should, like what would be a playbook which you will design. Okay, I will go to this event, I will connect to these many people, and how you think, okay, I'm connected with these people, and how you can then convert them into business also, but not making sure that we are just looking for transitional efforts. You are maintaining a relation with them. So how you how you will design that playbook? What would be the steps to keep in mind?
You know what? I understand the roots from where that transactional approach comes. Let me share with you a little bit history, because I'm here in this space over 10 years and I saw it by my eyes and felt it very deep. When I started to gather even small events in Russia, 15, 20, maximum 50 people, all of us get inspired of technologies. How interesting crypto space it is, how interesting Bitcoin, Ethereum just came, another project, ICOs. No one talks about transactional and money. But what's happened next? Unfortunately, to keep this hype ongoing, people saying, you are not investing in crypto? Oh, you need to invest. You need to put, and all the conversation being only about the money. It's been, you need to invest, you need to buy crypto, you need to buy, you need. This is where that all this conversation takes into the transactional. It means you are doing your token. Oh, I'm doing mine. Let's exchange the token. What kind of token you bought? It means even now, I'm sorry, but this is the reality. In 2023, I pissed off crypto, and I saw that we went to the wrong way, because all this conversation and the people who wants to get advantage of the crypto, they don't care about technologies and they don't need crypto at all. They figure out, okay, this is some easy money or some way of the cheating others to take advantage of them because they don't understand the subject exactly. Let's use it. That's why in many events, specifically in some places like Dubai, it became so transactional. Sorry, but that has happened, and that's happening maybe till now. And that's why I love the places like the Bangkok. Maybe they do not figure out yet, because they are maybe not on the cutting edge of the technology, and don't have much experience. But here, I don't want to lie to people. Really, I don't want to make it transactional. It means if you're interested on something, I will try to be fair with you, have a solid, have a solid status on myself, and do not abuse others' not knowledge just to get benefit from me in an easy way. That's why in a crypto space, unfortunately, after years, we see so many scams, so many fraud, big collapses, and where we end up, when of course regulations has to come and then say, guys, stop here. What the hell are you doing? It's not good. Everyone understands it's not good, but people still keep doing this because of money, because they need Lambos, they need easy money, they need to travel whenever they want, and take no responsibility for this. We are human beings when you cannot say, no, it's not us, it is us. It's we are like that. And the main, okay, the most population of the human beings is like that. We need something else. We need easy stuff. We need food, we need shelter, and we need joy. That's all. Halas, how it's saying. Nothing else. No matter it's AI tech. But for me, maybe rare percent of the whole the people. I'm enjoying from that tech. I'm enjoying. And here, if you want to enjoy too, I can even show you how to figure out that presence or that positive way to get to you into the fun or food something else in a more easier way. Even for that, I'm ready to share. You know what? We are complicated species. We are not so easy. We have too much stuff inside of us: emotions, predictions, mindset, culture, too much noise in our head. And it's sometimes we are purely irrational species. Purely. There is no logic in between, really, no logic at all. And we need to understand it from the sketches. That we're going to take it as a bias or as a base. That's why here I a little bit changed my approach. Do not judging people too strong, but keeping in a positive way. It means if I will choose between negativity and positivity, even at the same scenario, I will choose positivity. Because you know what? People always like when you're smiling, when your face is open, when you're talking about something good and future, not always blaming others, not always talking, oh, this is shit, this is bad. We know about that shit. Even our generation, our parents, has this shit too long. Better don't know about this. Better don't know, because once we will discover how many problems and how too much lie in history being created by our previous generation, man, you will kill yourself. Because I have a huge experience in the life, and I saw that's why, thanks for the technologies, we are discovering all that shit. This is the truth. And thanks for these communications, we're able to make it. We're able to understand it. Do not just go over it. No, understand deeply and uh, take it as our nature and try to change ourselves. It's interesting point. We're able to be changed. I'm sure you are not the same as your parents. Your parents are not the same as their parents. We are different, and we became different. And we became different thanks for this sharing information in between the cultures, between various of people. We understand the reality much more better. For the technologies, of course I would like to fly everywhere. I will be present everywhere. I don't like to work too much. Let robots do it. I would like to be accessible to the information. I need AI here. I would like to make me easier money or be transactional in the digital space. Of course blockchain has to be here. It means the combination of all that future tech drives you to the next day. And you're saying, oh man, the future is really interesting and bright. Let me go. This keeps you alive. This keeps you alive and keeps you going and desire the next day. All of us will meet some obstacles, problems, but when you're solving that, you becoming so happy in your side and so confident of yourself, and your life becomes valuable. It means you created some value to generate something interesting, and for yourself and for others. This is only one meaning. That's all.
Yeah, this is like so impactful, or you can say meaningful. Uh, and I totally agree that because you are running your own show or podcast, Meaningful Connection, you met like too many people there, and you discuss different mindsets there. So,
Yes.
like my next question will be related to that. What are the two most meaningful connections or thought you got from that, from that show or the different episodes, or or you can give it from any event also, like which you never thought, okay, this could be the possible solution for any sort of problem. Like as you mentioned, like there are multiple solution of a single problem. So like by running a podcast show, Meaningful Connection, which is yours, any two meaningful insights of any sort of problem which you never thought, okay, oh, I was not aware of, this could be also possible. So if you want to mention any two.
um, which takes me out of the depression around let's say 1 year before, it's been the information about psychology and about the people who used to live life, because my main goal is being focused on the tech. I'm trying to figure out the things, and I didn't focus on the mindset, on your emotions, on your presence, on your soul, on your spirituality. And it opens for me a huge world. Even me personally, I graduated. I have two graduation. One as a software engineer is IT, and one in psychology and philosophy. But it's mean okay, maybe it's not useful for life, and I took it away. But this period of time, it's opened me the eyes and ability, man, why people acting like this, because of the human behavior, because of their mindset, because of this, because of that. And you realize, oh man, how it's possible just avoid me. And the second, it's about interesting stuff also. It's about sales, and it's about the way of the communication. I will tell you one thing. In We feel that we are talking with others, that we are communicating with others, but the real is we are talking with ourselves. We are too much time talking with ourselves. And you know what? When you are able to put the mirror in front of you, look at your eyes, and do not be ashamed too much, it's been able to speak for at least 10 minutes, you're a good person. It means you are not blaming yourself, and you understand that everything is like that, and you're really proud of that. This is the way of the positive, and this is the way which drives you next day to do something interesting. And the second stuff, curiosity. Really, when whoever we are kids, we are adults, no matter, if you have a curiosity in your mind, you wanted to discover something interesting, you are open for interesting cultures, for new languages, for new places, for tech, you always live in real and full of emotions life. You're getting all kind of emotions around you. This being, let's say, two interesting insights which came from the people who I never met, because I'm super deeply involved in the tech. I know, let's say, so many stuff, how it works as transistors, programming languages, I'm so technically involved,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
like
shows me another world of the human being itself. We need to understand ourselves, how our body and how our, let's say, karma and how our personal presence works. In that case, we'll become much more interesting human beings to others as well. That's it.
yeah,
That's
like
it. And you know
this
what?
is
To understand something, you need to talk. You need to ask questions. You need to be open, because even you will listen something you are not expected, but it means you don't know how it works, but it's present. That curiosity drives me too much. That's why everyone get excited, and the real freedom comes from there.
so. My last question with you would be uh, like from these many experiences, like from a digital nomad lifestyle, from this much experience into tech industry, into blockchain, attending events and all, what are the one most common mistake you have seen in Web3 investors? Like it could be retail investors, it could be founders, or it could be anyone who is in Web3. What is the most common mistake or like biggest mistake you have seen? Okay, people are doing it and getting into the wrong side of Web3. Uh, what do you think?
You know what? Here I would like to define investors first. If you have in your pocket 100, 200, $1,000, and you want to invest, for me, good advice, forget about it. Spend the money on yourself. Literally spend that money for yourself. Enjoy the life. Finally, you get this small amount of money. For me, investments started from 100K. It's just the starting point and above. It means at least you will not struggle with the risk of lose of that money, because you need to understand one thing: investment is like a giving energy to someone else. This is belief and taking huge risk on you, no matter whoever you are giving the money to. The banks, all of them get collapsed within 100 years, lost on the banking system. It means you I don't know who to believe. It means it always the risk. If you have a so-called extra money or extra energy or extra resources, and you feel that you're able to share with someone else to be part of some interesting story, this is the way where investments ready to consider at all. And unfortunately, we've been talked from so many so-called financial gurus. Oh man, you need to stop working, you need to stop doing something, you need to invest, this is too many opportunities. That bullshit, I don't want to listen anymore, because I I'm personally investor, but I know that whenever you are giving money to someone else, you are part of that company as well. You are part of the job, and you created for yourself more job. Right now, you need to put your personal time, your presence, how to make the money with that guys. If you realize that someone will make the money for you, this is huge mistake. And unfortunately, in a financial world, it's too much schemes, too much lie, too much get creative, the things you never understand. And if someone wants to understand how it works, man, I will be happy to discuss it with you. It will open for you the eyes. You will never imagine how creative human beings are in terms of tricks, in terms of cheat, in terms of use good narratives. But it's interesting world. That's why
Well,
if you get
definitely.
some get some interesting money, use for yourself. Don't give to others. If you have over 100K and it's free money, you are ready to give someone because of his interesting idea. That makes sense, but you need to keep with this guy or with this company on that side. No way or with others. It's mean yes, you can sell, go do deposit, forget it. Enjoy the life, please. This you made something, you got the energy, use it for you.
The thought process which is behind this, like, it's really interesting, and we'll love to sit with you in any like offline event where we can discuss this in much more in-depth level. And first of all, I will go and will watch that documentary which you mentioned. We'll take the link from you and we'll put it in the description also, so that others can also see. And the mindset from coming from a person like you, it really matters. Like, it's not about why you should go to events, why you should network. Like, the core reason behind the ultimate growth of someone is to try to know each other, what are the problems, how you explain. So this is really another side of, very few people in Web3 think like this. They pretty more are they are focused towards their product or their transactional relation, or okay, what I can get from this place or this, or what's your agenda. And they don't think about, okay, there is an actual human being which is there, and you think in that way. So that's pretty important, and it's a completely different approach of thinking. And it's really amazing. The discussion was really insightful, I would say. And we'll love to sit with you at Bangkok, or anytime if you are in India, we can sit, or we can meet it at Singapore token, around token, or somewhere else. And thanks a lot for your time, and looking forward to meet you in person.
Let me also share the wisdom of advice. I will tell you, the people who are listening to us, the life is not so complicated as you think. Really, the life is much more easier than you think. only one thing is stops you because of you are not so curious and not asking the question. But in some or in some places or in some problems you need help, and it's very good when you have someone who able to help, maybe one advice, maybe one path, maybe one good connections able to take you out from that presence of the shit you are there and you don't understand the answers because the people next to you also sorry in that shit. This kind of stuff I would like you to, okay, be an advantage out of me. If you have some issues, problems, or some, drop me a message. Maybe I know the answer already. That answer looks like you will not even imagine. That answer is so simple. I used to help so many people, and that's why maybe community really loves me for that. And I'm super thankful for them that me personally, I gave them some solution and they gave given me back attention. I'm happy that I've been here with you, Ankush. Thank you for interesting conversation, questions, being insightful and be part of this story. I'm sure that your audience also will enjoy this conversation with both of us and see you on my show. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Thanks a lot for your time. Thank you. Good day.